Well, let's bring in Dave Layzell. He's the Nationals MP for Upper Hunter. Dave, looks like it's pretty good for you there. We're talking to Barnaby and Joel, both suggesting you look like you will be holding that seat.
Look, thanks guys, and great to speak to you. Look, it's been a great campaign, and I've really enjoyed, fighting for the honour of representing the Upper Hunter. Look, at the moment it's looking good, but I think Joel's right. There's a lot more counting to be done. Singleton, Muswellbrook, big booths, big towns in the electorate, and there's a lot more that may change yet. But look, I'm really proud about the campaign going forward, what the projects we've done in the last 18 months. Amazing. We've got big infrastructure happening, big bypasses are happening around Singleton, big bypasses around Muswellbrook, and I'm hoping that the people of Singleton and Muswellbrook will, appreciate that we've put that effort in for these big infrastructure projects, and that'll be reflected in the counting later on tonight.
Dave, Natalie Ward here, great to see you there. I'm a true coalitionist, as you know. I believe in the family partnership, and great to see you doing some great work. We came up and campaigned together in your by-election, and we're really pleased. It's good to see you looking sunburnt there. You've obviously been out working hard, but what's your feel on the ground there? What were people saying to you was the issue for them? We've had some kicking around some ideas about what the real issues have been. Can you just tell us a couple of those?
Look, I think in the rural areas there's been so much investment in some of our sporting infrastructure through the Resources to Region program, through the Stronger Country Communities program. There's a lot happening on the ground at the moment, and certainly I was getting a lot of positive feedback about that, in our regional sort of rural areas. They were all saying about the amount of change and the amount of investment in those areas, which was fantastic. But there's no doubt that within the areas such as Singleton, the unions were playing a very personal attack strategy, and that was tough for a candidate like me. I've only been around for 2 years, so that personally was pretty tough, but it was all based on the cost of living, certainly teachers, nurses, firefighters, and we saw a lot of that on the ground, so that may influence the final result. But look, I'm pretty positive that things are going to be good tonight.
Well, Dave, it's Barnaby here. How are you, mate? Look, I am going to congratulate you because I think you're being a very polite person, as you always are. You've won that, mate. And you're always so happy, like down campaigning. He's just a happy guy, Dave Layzell, and a very positive. If I had half a gram of what he's on, I'd be happy for the rest of my life. So, but what do you think is the issue? How do you reckon you're going in the new areas of Upper Hunter, with your areas which you've basically your seats kind of moved south? You lost Crindai and parts of Maitland, as Joel pulls me up. How do you reckon you're going there? What are the issues there? How does that mesh into the Upper Hunter culture?
Yeah, Barnaby, look, some of those new areas there's no doubt, like in the Bulwarra and sort of more maybe rural-based areas, they really had, a close sort of affection for the Nationals, and we're probably quite keen that the Nationals were now looking to represent them. But some of the newer areas closer into Maitland, they were sort of almost couldn't believe that they had been moved from that Maitland electorate into the Upper Hunter. And of course, there was a bit of confusion about why that decision had been made by the electorate commissioner, and there was a lot of questions made of me as if perhaps I had made that decision myself. But they're great areas. It's really just about getting to know the people there, getting to know the communities there, and I'm well on my way to do that if I am elected eventually as their representative. They're great areas. I think it's just a personal branding issue that they really need to get to know me as a person.
Well, Dave, wouldn't we all love to select the areas that are going to vote for us? We'd all be there for a very long time. So well done, mate. Congratulations, you're a champ.
Dave, Joel Fitzgibbon, I'm not willing to concede.
Well, Barnaby, I think you...
Yeah, no, say something nice about me.
Yeah, I think, Barnaby, you're probably too optimistic there for me. I think there's a lot more counting in it tonight. I'll be happier after I've seen Singleton and Muswellbrook booths come in. But at the moment, things look good, sure, but too early to call. There's no doubt about it. Too early to call.
I'll give you a bet.
Joel Fitzgibbon, Dave, I'm not ready to concede yet, but on any measure, you've done very well. You know, I worked alongside you until not all that long ago. I know you worked that electorate hard. You had many things up against you, a very nasty redistribution. Matt Keane wanted to close down your industrial base. You had Barnaby Joyce on your side. That never really helps all that much. But can I just
Obviously does.
Can I make
Obviously does.
Can I make one appeal to you? Can you get some biomass into Redbank Power Station, 400 megawatt hours just sitting there doing nothing? If you can do that, maybe even I'll vote for you next time.
Don't rely on that one.
Oh, well, Joel, I tell you what, yeah, I won't hold you to that, but we'll see what we can do.
Dave Layzell, yeah, looks like it's a congrats. Too early for you to accept it, but thanks for your time there.